So let's add some more library books to the library. Hang with me a while I look through these books and check on the quality of the covers. There's a little kind of something on there. I've already done a couple of books. I think that'll pass. I think it'll be okay. It's got a decent enough dust jacket. This one, let's see, beautiful. It's in beautiful shape. Pretty. Snowman at night. Okay, this dust jacket's beautiful. These books are in mint condition. For the most part. Looks good, so I'm going to finish the last 4 books here. I had 6 altogether. Let's start with Snowmen at Night. Flatten out these dust jackets. They're a little unwieldy otherwise. Well, springtime is very close. So we're not exactly thinking about snowmen because we're wanting the snow to go away. But this is just a really great book. Come on, tape. This one has got just a little bit of a ruffle on the edge, so we'll give it some extra help there. It's a bigger book, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take this larger book of covering acrylic. And some people call it acetate. I really don't know what this material is made of, actually, but officially I guess it's called a dust jacket cover, which is rather a redundant term, I would say. Okay, just make a line here. There we go. Got this. Trying to keep the scissors off the table because it's not a real pleasant sound. Okay. Put it back there. Pull this back. Here we go. It's pretty flat there, so it ought to stay in place. I'm going to put a piece of tape just behind semi-center to make sure that it does not move around because it needs to stay flush. Like that. There's such a nice crease in each cover, so it makes it a little difficult to put into the dust jacket cover. So there are some perforated lines on the dust jacket covers that I get, these rolls of paper, so that it'll go according to the length of your particular dust jacket. So, there we go. And there's such a fine amount of space between each perforated line, it sometimes can go off center. You have to be so careful, because otherwise then it starts to kind of warp into, it can make little waffles in the paper, and then you'll close it and it won't be flat. And I hate that. Okay, using my thumbnail here to cause a reasonable crease. Okay, let's get the book. I'm using, I've watched several tutorials on how to do this, and everyone I've seen uses the wide packing tape. And we don't worry about the inside of the cover of the book, because what we're trying to protect is the outside. And hopefully we will keep these dust jackets on for the life of the book and never take them off. So you fit the dust jacket just a tiny bit more snug than the actual size of it, so that it'll stretch. Okay, so starting with the book open, you place the tape so that when you close it, it's tight. I think that turned out perfectly. Let us go ahead and put a library card in here. This time I'm just going to use two of the sticky things because it really doesn't take much to make it stay. Let's just put on a couple. one on the bottom. Stay. There we go. Now, I'm just going to put it in the center. That's fine. I had someone admonish me about writing on the card on the book. I can't imagine the problem since the card is thick, but I will not take any chances. Just go ahead and put the author's name and the title of the book, Snowmen at Night. Okay, slip that in there. And I am done with my third book today. Alright, that back. I think I need the large roll again for this book. But we'll just get the cover off first. Flatten that out the best we can. Bruno. It's based on the book Luca. Not the book, the movie. Turn it backwards just slightly. Make the crease a little less pronounced there. Large size. I roll out just a little bit of extra on the right side of the book cover. Enough so that there'll be space on either side of the flap. But that way I can put the line directly against this side for a straight line. Finally got smart and decided to quit having to use a ruler. Book dust jacket is just very straight and reliable. And the question is, can I cut? Yes, I can cut. Alright. Put that back there. Alright. Pull the flap back. Put in our dust jacket. So you see, I have just like almost an inch on either side of the dust jacket. Always leave room for error. And sometimes when I'm covering books, I will leave a whole inch or two on the ends depending, but it isn't really necessary. It's not likely that things will get torn. Alright, set in place. Let's fold over this line. Find the one. There it is. Close enough. enough. You know, if you have your acetate folded and creased very well, that's the most protection for the dust jacket. This acetate plastic is very, very strong, very hard to rip. I believe it's acetate. But if anybody wants to know what this dust jacket material is called, it is, I order from Amazon, and the company is Broad Art. Broad Art. It's all one word. Broad Art. And I've gotten it from Amazon ever since I started covering books. Silencio Bruno. Liz says, when in doubt, doubt it out. I don't even get what that means. When in doubt, don't do it, is what I've always lived by. Oh, when in doubt, shout it out. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. I don't think that if I was in doubt, I would shout it out either. Because then it would seem like I wasn't confident. But who knows what this book is really about. I haven't investigated that far into it. When I pick a book out for children, I definitely look through the pages and get a general feeling for the message of the book and its condition, whether it's easy to read, that kind of thing. But I don't scope out the whole entire thing and what it's about. Okay, let's put in another card. There we go. I really like these reversible or two-sided stickers. You could use any kind of two-sided tape, I suppose. But what's good about this kind is that it comes right back off. It's like sticky tack in a way. Alright. That was a goof. Shoot. Oh well. Yeah, I don't think I'll write another one. It's fine, don't you think? Yeah, it's okay. Okay, 4 down. Let's move these over here. I did 2 of them before I started filming because I wanted a little practice, but also I wasn't sure I was going to share this moment with you all. But hey, it's library chores. I think a lot of you really like the reminiscent moment, you know. This one really has ruffled the edge there. And there's a tear on this one. This book, from the gist, from what I got from it, it really seemed just so cute that I had to get it. Very simple, you know. Well, no, you don't know. I will be reading this book to you all when I get a chance to do a bedtime story video. Okay. That should make that a little bit more secure for just add a little oomph to the dust jacket cover. I wonder, you know, if I had children, if I would bother putting dust jackets on children's books. My husband only likes hardcover books, so whenever he gets a new one, I will cover it for him, because we typically don't buy books unless we really know that it's something we want to keep for a long time. Okay, let's see. I don't think that I need this big cover. This small one looks like it would fit better, actually. Let me see. Okay, let's try that again. I think, well, depending on your preference or how much you've got, a cover that is closest to the right size is more cost effective. Not necessarily easier to cover or anything, because you can just fold it all over no matter what size, so you could use it on whatever, but I like to stay closer to the correct size. And this fits. I could get so many different sizes of these rolls, but I have 4 different rolls, and I kind of eyeballed it before I started the chore and just got the 2 that I needed. There we go. Okay, pull this back once again. Book of Mean by Tony and Slade Morrison. Okay, nice and flat. I don't need a piece of tape on this one. Well, It's just that it kind of can slide around even when think you're not moving it. Just one little anchor will help it. But unfortunately, if your books are pressed a lot against other books or have weight put on it, that little piece of tape will kind of show up eventually, make an impression, but not enough to worry about. So if you can do it without your little anchor, I applaud you. I can't. So, barely have to move this one over at all. It's like so perfectly fitting. I suppose you could just rip it or cut that extra piece off, but I'm not chancing it. No way. Because it is perforated. You can remove it. Alright. That side. Let's get a piece of tape on there. You don't have to push too hard to make that crease. It's gonna be kind of happening naturally as well through just opening and closing the book and putting it back on the book, But it helps just to keep the flap down. And as I said before, you can do your first flap, tape it down where it naturally fits. You don't have to get it snug at your first tape application. Just needs to be along the crease, the way it comes. Okay, so fold the first one on. I mean, you can do it any way you want once you see the general way of doing it. But so now that I've got it folded over on that side, drop the book open and just give it a little extra space there. I mean, tape it while it's open and fitting so that by the time you close it, it's so snug. That's what you want. Okay. And it's optional. You don't have to put the tape on the book. You can somehow find a way to adhere it to the flaps to each other or the edges, but there's no guarantee that it's going to stay on the book. It can be removed. And maybe that's what you want. Alright. Time to put on the card. Add this to our library. So sticky, this stuff is so sticky. Now also buy these supplies online. And when I bought these envelopes, the stickers came with it. So there wasn't really any directions on how to apply or use them or how many you put on each one. Maybe there was, I don't recall, but you can do what you want. wait to read these. It's going to be so fun. I don't know why, but I get such a kick myself out of some of these children's books. It's like I never grew up. Okay, last one. Chester's Way. I always wonder what inspires people to write children's books. But this book, I did get to have a very thorough read through of this one. And it is okay, let's get out the bigger paper for this one. This book has a really good object lesson, a great moral to the story. And they did it in such a clever way as to just sneak right up on you so you agree with them, and you're just like, well, of course, of course. So I'm looking forward to reading that. Okay, pull the flap down again. Kevin Hankes. Can't tell how to pronounce that name. That's the author of Chester's Way. I just love this book. It's delightfully pretty inside as well. Of course, all of these books are. Come down. Back up. Okay, now so we've got a little space on either side. And this one has a long fold. It was a tough choice of which one to use, but it made more sense to use the bigger one. So I don't have a perforated line to go by here. Am I straight? Looks good to me. Let's just give this a crease. Tape in the middle for my anchor, as usual. Piece of tape on the right. Gotta make sure that it's straight because I don't want any bubbles. Okay, is that good? There we go. Nice and flat. I've been covering books for about 4 years now. I am not a real librarian. I've gotten this far in the video. And you've asked me that, and no. personal library now, and so this is kind of, I've gotten good at covering books now. If you're interested in these sounds and more book covering or dust jacket covering, I do have a playlist. Hey, I like that. That turned out nice. Okay. One last piece of tape, and I think I can get it just a tiny bit more snug. I think. Just have to kind of pull it a little tighter over the edge, a little bit more than what the crease calls for, just the tiniest bit. There. That's perfect fit. Only one last envelope to put on here. So easy to get the other one stuck on there too. I'm just trying to do one at a time. I could rip it apart, but I just don't want to. Okay. That's the last envelope, so we can put this away. I have a little drawer over here. That's where the rest of my stickers are. Okay. In you go. Card. There's my pen. Well, of course it's right there. Right. It's so instinctive for me to want to write on a card on top of a book. If anybody can tell me what they think is the reason why I should not fill out a card in the book or on the book, I don't understand, because I don't think there would be any damage, but play it safe. Alright, last one, you guys. Let me show you all of the books together after I roll this up. I need to get the rubber band back on it. And I don't know what happened to the rubber band for my other roll, but we'll just leave this like it is. There we go. Okay, these are all 6 books of this kind. I didn't show you that one. Isn't this pretty? So nice. And Little Robot Alone is the other one I didn't show you. Everything is so pretty. Okay, I'm done. Appreciate you guys joining me, and I'll see you